Welcome back to My Block Jags. I am Denero Scurry, and I'm coming to you with a disappointing Monday. Jacksonville Jaguars faced Cincinnati Bengals yesterday. We took a whole L, lost 33-25. We just looked bad all around. Offense, defense, special teams, we didn't look good. In the first half, we actually came out pretty. We actually came out pretty decent. We looked like we learned from our mistakes with the Dolphins games. Dolphins game, we had 10 days to prepare for the Cincinnati Bengals. In the first half, it looked like we was, you know what I'm saying, like we did our homework, like we came prepared. Gardner Minshew was connecting, the running game was there. Offensively, we looked good. Defense, still the same shit. But offensively, first half, we looked good. Second half, that's when everything went horrible. Gardner, he just for whatever reason he was a little bit all over the place. He threw 40 times, he was 27 of 40, 351 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he had a fumble. If you look at the stats, his stats doesn't look bad. But when you watch the game and you watch how he plays, he's regressing. He looks lost sometimes. And I don't know what's the situation. And the offensive line is blocking pretty well. Offensive line is blocking. Cam Robinson ended up getting hurt. But even when he went out, offensive line still was blocking pretty good. But Gardner, he will hold the ball too long. And it's something I noticed all 4 games. He will hold the ball too long. He won't get rid of the ball. And when he holds the ball too long, he ends up taking sacks. I can't remember I remember he fumbled. I can't remember exactly how he fumbled. But he did fumble the ball. But if you just get the ball out your hand, bro, you throw the ball out of bounds, throw the ball away. You have the ability to run, bro. Just run. And a lot of times he looks lost. He looks lost. It was a few plays to where he was just holding the ball, looking downfield. It's like, bro, the plays are developing right in front of you, dog. You can't hold the ball every time. And to me, he's looked like he's regressing. Like from what we seen last year, from what we seen the first 2 games, it looks like he's getting worse and he's getting worse. Of course, the stats don't show that because he threw for over 300 yards, threw for 351 yards. But that's easy when you're playing from behind. It's easy when you're playing from behind to constantly throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? Of course, your stats are going to look somewhat padded because you're playing from behind. The only thing you can do is throw. For whatever reason, Gardner looks lost, like he doesn't know what's going on out there. Last week, we didn't have Thursday night game. We didn't have Chark. They said they threw a lot of zone at him. He didn't know what to do. This week, I don't know what the issue was, but he still holds the ball too long. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I was always looking at Gardner to be. I always thought Jacksonville can go forward with Gardner. I don't believe that no more. I honestly think Gardner's just the young bridge quarterback. I think he's just a bridge quarterback to the next guy, which coming next year. Either it be Trevor, Lance, Justin, whoever. I think he's just a bridge quarterback. He hasn't showed that he can be that guy. I mean, he talks to him. He talks the talk. He talks as if he's a starter. I mean, he's very confident when he speaks. And we love the sound bites that come out. We love the sound bites that come from him because it doesn't sound like a weak individual. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like that's stuff that you want to hear from your quarterback. But when you see the game and you see the film, he just doesn't look like that guy to me at all. Play calling was pretty good. It's kind of, to me, Jay Gruden, I like his play calling. But it's like certain plays, like he'll have 1 or 2 plays where he'll call and it doesn't make sense. Like it just doesn't make sense. I think in the third quarter we were down 9 points, I believe. We were down 8 points. It was either 9 or 8. It was something like that. We ended up trying to go for a 2-point conversion. We would have got the 2-point conversion. Yeah, we were down 8. No, 9 because we got the 2. We were down 8, I think. Because we would have got the 2, we would only been down by 7. Something like that. And the 2-point conversion call, I didn't mind going for the 2. And they went for the 2 because they said analytically that's the best time to go for the 2. Go for it now and then kick the field goal later to tie it up or to win it. Kick the field goal if you scored a touchdown to win it. So analytically, they said that was the right way. That was the right way to do. And I have no problem with them going for 2. I have no problem with them being aggressive. Just the play call in itself. I don't know if Gardner is just scared to throw the ball downfield, but the play call was just bad. He checked down to James Robinson, and he got tackled right away. Now the 2-point conversion is from the 2-yard line. Why would you check down in the flat at the 3? And somebody's right there. They don't have to play man in the red zone. They can just play zone because there's nothing by outside. After 10, you're out of bounds. So they don't have to play man. They can literally play zone because you can't go. You only can go so far. And the fact that he threw it to the flat to Robinson and then he ended up getting tackled almost right at the line of scrimmage, that was questionable to me. I don't know if that was the play calling. I don't know if that was Gardner, but it just didn't make sense at all. It didn't make sense at all. Defense. We look bad. Corners can't cover. Our pass rush is ridiculous. It's horrible. We have 3 first-round draft picks on our D line. We have Taven, we have Chase Young, and then we have Josh Allen. All of them look like busts. Every single one of them. We know Taven's a bust off the rip. Chase Young, he looks like he can't get off shit. And then Josh Allen, he can't do nothing without Yannick. I miss Yannick. I 100% miss Yannick. I wish we could have did anything possible to keep Yannick on his team. It's crazy how the front office, everything, they're with the moves they made with the past players, they're trying to convince us we can be better without them. We can be better without Jalen. We can be better without Yannick. We can be better without Calais. We can't be better without these guys because these were talented guys. A lot of shit with the scheme that Wash had, when we had these guys, the scheme somewhat worked because we had talented players. So it's like, all right, yeah, I can run this dumbass zone, but I know for a fact I got a corner who's smart enough and is talented enough to make up for this dumbass play call. I know I can call this dumbass play, but I know Jan is going to put pressure on the quarterback to where it's going to fuck up the timing, to where we can either get a sack or I'm saying it'll fuck up the play or some shit like that. But from our secondary and to our D-line, we have no talent that can stop anything. You got Miles Jack. Miles Jack is balling. This is the best he ever looked. But it's crazy he's balling on the worst defensive team he's ever played for when he played for Jacksonville. This is the worst team we had defensively, and he's balling. He had an interception in the end zone, and it came right on time, but we didn't capitalize. We didn't capitalize on it. It's crazy, though. Wingard, he's not good. He's not good. I wanted to say something else, but I'm not going to say it. He's not good. He's not good. He's not talented. He's not that guy. He had the first game had all of us fooled. That was a fluke. First game was a fluke. You had C.J. Henderson, who looked good the first game. Next 2 games, he looks bad. You had Wingard, who had that sweet interception. Next 3 games, he looks bad. I mean, just our defense all together just looks bad. And again, I'm going to keep asking this till I hear something. How does Todd Wash still have a job? How does he still have a job for the Jacksonville Jaguars? It's so confusing, so confusing. Just the team itself, like the defensive side of the ball, it looks bad. Our offense is the only bright side of the team we have. Only bright side of the team we have. Defense, we just look bad, man. We just look bad. Of course, just like with every other team out here in the league, we had injuries, and that didn't help. That didn't help at all. C.J. Henderson went out with a shoulder sprain or shoulder injury. Miles Jack, I want to say it was an ankle, I believe. He went out in the second half. So, boom, they was able to throw it. Miles Jack wasn't on the field. They were able to do whatever. And then you had DJ Hayden, who pulled his hammy, which he can't cover that well. Hayden's not that good. So, with that, they were able to throw the ball. Boyd was able to catch. I forgot the other receiver. But most of them got off. With Joe Mixon had 25 carries, 151 yards, 1 touchdown. 2 touchdowns. Career day for him. Ran right up the middle Taven Bryant wasn't nowhere. Hamilton, our rookie, wasn't nowhere. Ran right up the middle. Nothing happened. It was a couple plays where he bounced to the outside. No outside containment. No outside containment at all. I don't know what everyone was doing. It was a play he bounced it to the outside. Wingard took the worst angle. He crashed the line for some reason and didn't go for. He made the right angle. He made the right play, the right read. He just took the bad angle for whatever reason. He took an angle closer to the line instead of to the outside, and he just literally just bounced right around him. So it's crazy. Like, even though we have injuries, when the players are on the field, they still can't make the right plays. They still can't seem to get whatever, you know what I'm saying, connect the dots. They seem like they can't get their shit together, man. It's crazy. Joe Burrow, this is his third, or I think 3 games in a row he threw over 300 yards. He had 25 or 36, 300 yards, 1 touchdown. He had the 1 interception to Miles Jack. I mean, we just don't look good, bro. We just don't look good at all. Like I said, we don't look good. Couldn't stop the run. To me, that's our biggest thing. And I believe we had Malik Jackson. That was definitely the big thing with him. He was able to stop the run with him and Martell Darius, and they were able to stop the run. But of course, they're gone. So that's that. Something strange, and I don't know if anybody else noticed this. We didn't return not one kick. Didn't return not one kick. That was really odd. Really odd. I didn't understand. Literally every single kickoff the Bengals had, we just let it go in the end zone, didn't return it, which that's a big play because we can get a spark from that. Coming out the second half, I thought we would have tried to, especially when we were trying to come from behind. The second half, I thought we would have tried to, you know what I'm saying, field some of these kicks, but for whatever reason, we just decided not to. That was weird. Bright side, the certain offensive players did look good. You had James Robinson, 17 carries, 75 yards. Good thing about him, it seemed like nobody can stop him. It seems like nobody can stop him when he runs the ball. It's just we always playing from behind to where he's never gonna get that game where we're just gonna be feeding him. We're just gonna be feeding him. Like when we're like, those are the games when you're up by 3, up by 10, or just up by whatever, or it's a close game to where you can feed it. You can feed the running back. And I don't see that happening no time soon. So he's probably gonna have these games to where it's going to be right up under 100 yards, multiple games, right up under 100 yards, because the second half, the running game is kind of obsolete because we're always playing from behind. So, but look, that's the good thing. No defense has shown that they can stop him from running. So that's a good thing. DJ Chark, 8 catches for 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Missed the Thursday night game. This week, he came right back like he never left. Chark is our bright side. Hopefully, we can keep him. He's a 2nd-round draft pick. Next year is going to be his last year. He doesn't have a 5th-year option. I'm pretty sure him and his agent are looking around and saying, after 3 years in Jacksonville, you're up. So hopefully we can keep him. Hopefully he can have another Pro Bowl season like how he did last year. And we continue to build around him, at least with him being one big piece of our offense. Shenault. I like Shenault a lot. I think that's probably one of the best draft picks Caldwell has had in the last 2 drafts. I really, really like Shenault. He's just a dog. 6'1", 225. I want to say he's literally the same size as Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor was 6'1", 230. Literally the same size as Fred Taylor playing receiver. And they showed the graph where they have him lined up at quarterback, running back, tight end, slot, outside. He can do whatever. You give him the ball, whatever. He's going to run the ball. He's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to line up at receiver. He's going to catch the ball. He's going to fight for more yards. I like Shenault. I think that is a really good pick. When we drafted him, I said that I think he's a really, really good pick, and I think he's going to be a solid starter for the Jacksonville Jaguars if we can keep him, because this is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Keenan Cole, 4 catches, 46 yards. And again, I said this in my last video. I'm very shocked at how good Keenan Cole is playing this year. He's not getting his stats, like if you look at his every game stats, it's not saying much. But the fact of how bad he played last year, and I wasn't expecting him to make the team this year, to how he's playing this year, he's showing up, he's catching everything, he's doing what we're asking him to do, and that's the biggest thing that you can do. I mean, just do what we ask, catch the ball, you know what I'm saying, and make plays. And then Chris Conley, who came off a horrible game last Thursday. He played well. 3 catches, 44 yards. So had a real nice catch on the sideline where he kept both feet in. So those are the bright sides on the offense. Like I said, the only bright side is that we got an interception on defense. But Jacksonville has to do better, man. We have to do better. Something has to be done to convince the fan base that we're not tanking. The whole talk of tanking for Trevor, that was the whole talk. And then the first game we won, which looks like a fluke, and it kind of went away. And now it looks like we're going right back to what we were doing what we were saying in the off season. We just look bad, and something has to change. The first quarter of the season is gone. Now we're going to the second, and we have to get better. Point blank period, we have to get better. And something has to happen with Todd Wash. All this nepotism, I don't know if him and Marone are best friends, or they went to college together, or they started coaching together, whatever that is. Yo, you gotta let that go, man. Like, we look bad, and it's making you look bad. And the only thing I can honestly think of is he doesn't have the power to fire him. That's the only thing I can honestly think of why he's still on the team. He doesn't have the power to fire him. But I think he fired Hackett, so he must have the power to fire a coach up under him. But something has to change with that. Our defense looks bad, and they're not going to spend money to go get no free agent. We're not bringing in Earl Thomas. We're not bringing in HaHa Clinton Dix. We're not going to make a trade for no defensive secondary player. We are what we are. We have what we have. Unless multiple players get hurt, that's the only way I can see us going out and getting somebody. And then more likely, it's not going to be these players with names who are talented. So, but something has to change, man. Because how our defense look and how lost we look and how each team comes out and looks good against our defense. Every quarterback looks good against our defense. They look their best against our defense. They literally had Fitzpatrick looking the best he's ever looked, to where now they're thinking Tua can sit a little longer, or Tua don't even have to play because how good Fitzpatrick looked. So something has to change with our defense, man. We have to get a pass rush. I miss Yannick. I'm going to say this every single fucking video. I miss Yannick Ngakoue. We miss that rush. We miss that pass rush. We miss that motor. We don't have that on our line at all. We literally look like we have 3 first-round busts on our line. So something has to change. This upcoming Sunday, we play the Houston Texans. What just happened with the Houston Texans? They lost their 4th straight game. They're 0-4, and today, not that long ago, they just fired Bill O'Brien. Why? Because he's a bad coach. He did everything as far as letting go all their talent, not bringing in talent, bringing in the worst talent. Similar shit that's just going on in Jacksonville. They fired him, so that's going to be interesting with Deshaun Watson and all that, and us playing them. Kind of almost guarantee they beat us next week. They're 0-4. We're 1-3. And I think the odds have them up 6.5 points. How crazy is that? So we'll see. That's going to be an interesting game. AFC South game. Them coming off firing their 4th loss and them firing their head coach early in the season to us just trying to survive. So I can't wait for that. But hit me in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Also hit me up on Twitter at thatboyscurry, ThatBoyScurry, and just hit me up in the comments and hit me up on there. Just let me know what you guys think. But until next week, that's that.